When I look at the gun owners in California, them are some of the most patriotic gun owners that you could ever get. Imagine a small percentage of people every day getting up and fighting against a whole state that wants to legislate more gun control on top of more gun control when you already limit it. There are some of us in the firearms community who are so pro Second Amendment and freedom that we won't support anything that even looks like a restriction whatsoever. Perfect example. How many of us have turned down purchasing a California compliant handgun simply because it's California compliant? There's a limitation on the number of rounds you can have in a magazine. And in most regards, this is just a simple swap out, throwing away of a magazine and buying a regular capacity magazine, and there it is. You're fixed. But for so long, there's been a lot of states, not a lot, but a few, New York, Rhode Island, New Jersey, of course, Illinois, and California that have been the butt of Second Amendment jokes for a very long time, because we look to some of the places and say, in regards to firearms freedom, this is not what we want to look like. In regards to the murder rates and a lot of the abilities for a person to defend themselves and all of the restrictions that a liberal legislator would want in regards to gun control, these states have, and they're not working. But looking beyond that point, the point I look at is, wow, if you live in that state, you have to get up, go to work and fight every single day for your Second Amendment rights, and that's tough. When I look at the people that live in California who are pro Second Amendment, they didn't ask to be in the place that they are, but every day they wake up and they fight that good fight. So I got so much love for California. When I look at the gun owners in California, them are some of the most patriotic gun owners that you could ever get. Imagine a small percentage of people every day getting up and fighting against a whole state that wants to legislate more gun control on top of more gun control when you already limit it. So for the people that live there and fight that good fight every day, just understand I got tremendous respect for anybody who lives in a state like that, but won't just quit, won't give up the fight, won't just walk away and say, I'll move, or I'll relocate my business, or I'll get out of here. Instead, they stay there and they fight that fight every single time. Got so much love for California. And when you look at it in the firearms community, a lot of our states represent that same hypocrisy, just not in those deep of cuts. I mean, I live in Michigan. We one of the gun-friendliest states that you could ever live in. We've had open carry from the beginning. Concealed carry is relevant. It works. We've had that for the longest time. There's no real limitations on how many guns we can purchase or have at one time. But the one downfall that we do have when most people look at it through a restrictive lens is we have to register our pistols. Ain't that crazy? Even Texas, when we look there, that is stereotypically one of the most pro-gun and free states in regards to firearms that there can be, but they just now looking like they turning a corner when it comes to open carry. California, they have the best of us when it comes to gun ownership, because a lot of us in all these other free states, we talk that talk, but we don't always walk that walk. When you talk about the cats in California who pro Second Amendment to the max, they deal with the fight every single day. They gotta walk through that fire every single day. They the ones putting up and armoring up every single day just to deal with the legislative curses of being in a democratic state like that. Those are true gun owners. Them are true people that's really fighting the fight. Them gun owners are over there are really a different breed when you look at it. I mean, when you talk about bleeding that red, white, and blue, they bleed that to the fullest. My hats go off. I got the most respect for a person that lives in California that's pro-gun, who just even opening up a store. Imagine going through those type of hurdles and jumps and the type of demonization you have to wake up with every day living in a state like that. So all I'm saying is all of us have in these states some restrictions. There are some that are a lot better than others, but there are some that's just too blue, too democratic, that have not been able to turn that corner at all and continue to have those restrictions. So all I'm saying is, California, I got the most love and the most respect for you. I'll support you, whatever the case is.